I'm John Davies, Vice President of GreenBiz, and I'm here at GreenBiz Studio with Sheila Bonini, CEO of the Sustainability Consortium, which is our great partner for GreenBiz 16. Welcome, Sheila.
Thank you, thank you.
So, Sheila, the consortium has been around for several years, but we were just talking that you're about ready to produce your first impact report.
Yes, we are.
What's going to be in there?
So it's really exciting. We're looking to be launching in April. I think it's really, in a way, what we focus on at the consortium, which is the impacts of consumer goods. So what we're doing is, first of all, looking at sort of, we call it the sustainability price tag of consumer goods. So we all know about the fabulous benefits that consumer goods have brought to us, but they have a very big cost to people and the planet. So I don't know if you knew, but consider this. Consumer goods are responsible for over 60% of greenhouse gas emissions globally, over 80% of water, and more than 2/3 of tropical forest loss. So that's big. And I haven't mentioned yet, child labor or forced labor. These are issues that are embedded in consumer goods supply chains. So our challenge at the consortium is really, how do you tackle that? And that's really what we're focusing on. And we also outlined some of the challenges. So consumer goods have really complicated supply chains. That's part of what has enabled companies to bring such great products to us quickly and such great quality. And yet, all of those impacts are really embedded, often far upstream in the supply chains where there's little or no visibility. So that makes it very difficult for companies to take action, obviously, but make it even more so when you look at the supply chain. You see all of these products, they each have their own sustainability story and several impacts throughout their life cycle. How do you get on top of that? That's one complexity. But then you think, okay, well, we need lots of tools and data sets and things like that. And that actually is wonderful. We now have so many, but for most companies at the front of that supply chain, they're drowning in data. How can they possibly make sense out of all of these different initiatives, each one maybe addressing a sector or maybe a life cycle stage or maybe one impact? And if you're trying to get that whole thing, what we just talked about, all of consumer goods, how do you begin to sort through all of that? And that's really been the focus of the consortium, is providing a single standard set of tools that helps you prioritize all of those impacts and understand what tools you need to use, what data sets you need to use to be able to take action. So what the report will outline is some of the challenges, but also some of the things that need to happen to start to drive real impact. The first part, we think, is get some visibility. And that's a big part of what we've focused on to date. But once you get visibility, then you have to start to drive performance. And this is really where we're focusing going forward, looking at some of the most intractable problems that we see. Our tools help you outline where the challenges are. You have metrics to see where we're doing well, where we're not doing well. And we'll have some of that data. But really, the question is, well, if we're not doing well, places like on-farm, where we know there's so many challenges, what do we do about that? So we're really starting a number of initiatives and continuing a number of initiatives that are focused on that performance, on tackling those big intractable problems that we see, so that we can all get to a state where you walk into your favorite retailer or you get to pick up your favorite brand and you know it's being made sustainably.
That's great. Well, we'll be continuing this conversation, in fact, throughout the 2.5 days here with the Sustainability Consortium and a number of your members. So thank you very much, Sheila. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.